Good morning, everyone, and welcome once again to North Coast Athletic Conference field hockey. More specifically, the Earlham Quakers. Home today for the second of their two contests after losing last night to Denison by a final of 8-1. The Quakers will look to rebound here today as they take on the top team in the North Coast Athletic Conference in the ladies of Kenyon. Kenyon coming in at 5-2 overall. They're now 4-0 in the NCAC with the loss last night. The Quakers even their overall record at 4-4. They're 1-3 in the North Coast Athletic Conference. We'll come back in just a couple of moments. We'll talk more about the ladies and what they expect here today as the Quakers look to rebound following that 8-1 loss yesterday. This is Earlham Field Hockey right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports, and this is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time, which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Boy, different day today than what we had last night. Cooler temperatures, overcast skies for this Saturday. Last night we had temperatures near 90 degrees, and things felt it like that down on the turf as well. The Quakers fell behind, in fact, played well in the first 10 minutes, and then after that it was all over as the Big Red scored 4 quick goals. They led 5-0 at halftime. They won it by a final of 8-1. The Quakers did get a goal as time expired in the first half, but it was pretty much over right there. It was just a flurry last night for Denison, a win that they needed to improve their record to 3-1 and stay within striking distance of DePaul and Kenyon. And for today, it's going to be just as difficult. So the Quakers are going to have to play as good a field hockey as they possibly can. Kenyon again at 5-2. They're 4-0 in the North Coast Athletic Conference. They're scoring almost 2.5 goals per game, giving up 1.5. Their shot percentage at .149. They've had 114 shot attempts, and their shots on goal percentage is almost at 61%. They'll average about 16 shots per game, so that's going to keep the Earlham goalkeeper very busy here today. They've had 57 penalty corners and 9 assists. They're led by Caitlin Hutchinson, 6 goals, 2 assists, good enough for 14 points. Weezy Foster, 4 goals and an assist and 9 points on the season. And Sarah Spearoff in goal here today. She's given up 11 goals, a goals against average of just 1.58, 45 saves. Her save percentage is at 80%, 3 shutouts on the season. That's what gives you a pretty good idea. Again, the Quakers will have to play well here this afternoon. Last night, again, Denison beat Earlham by a final of 8-1. Ohio Wesleyan shut out Oberlin, that final 2-0. And Wittenberg got by Worcester 3-2. Kenyon Earlham today. Denison is at DePaul. Big matchup there. DePaul 3-0. Denison at 3-1. Worcester at Wittenberg. Here's the updated standings going into today's play. Kenyon at 4-0. DePaul 3-0. Denison at 3-1. Ohio Wesleyan and Wittenberg both at 2-2. Earlham to 1-3. Worcester 1-3. And Oberlin coming into today's action at 0-5. We're at Darrell Bean Stadium, and this is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. We'll come back in just a couple of moments. The starting lineups are right around the corner. This is Earlham Field Hockey right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. potatoes. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power & Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power & Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power & Light. Together, we make powerful partners. For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power & Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power & Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power & Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Earlhamites, staying connected with the college is easy thanks to your alumni office. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, access the alumni directory on Earlham's online portal, read the Earlhamite magazine, and visit us online. We're here for you. Go Quakers!
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
And we welcome you back once again to Darrell Bean Stadium. It's the Quakers and the ladies set to go to work here this afternoon in North Coast Athletic Conference action. And it's also time for the introductions of today's squads.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your Darrell Bean Stadium for this North Coast Athletic Conference contest between the visiting ladies of Kenyon College against your Earlham Quakers. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First for the visiting ladies of Kenyon. In goal, wearing number 35, Sarah Spearhoff. Number 5, Sammy Russell. Number 6, Hannah Sklar. Number 9, Hannah Paterakis. Number 10, Shannon Hart. Number 12, Paige Meyer. Number 15, Wheezy Foster. Number 16, Kelsey Trulick. Number 17, Caitlin Hutchison. Number 19, Sarah Bauman. And number 23, Zoe Chrysos. Kenyon is under the direction of Jackie DeMarco. She is assisted by Hannah Crumb. And now for your Quakers. In goal, wearing number 47, Camille Vanderhart. Number 2, Natalie Blatz. Number 4, Tu Pham. Number 6, Christina Bruner. Number 7, Caitlin Bruner. Number 9, Sydney Barnes. Number 10, Isabella Grasso. Number 11, Megan Hutt. Number 14, Maita Turlings. Number 18, Olivia Honigman. And number 20, Laura Khalif. Earlham is under the direction of Heather Moore. She is assisted by Bailey Hines.
And there your, again, starting lineups for today. We'll come back, get things underway in just a moment right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Earlhamites, you don't need to be on the heart to feel close to it. Your Earlham Alumni Council is here to help all of our alumni stay connected, to support students, and to ensure that Earlham is strong for years to come.
Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we're ready to get this one underway here this afternoon. And the one piece of good news for today for these players down on the turf is it'll be much cooler than what we had yesterday. And the Quakers, by the way, will be playing less than 24 hours after their previous contest. I think we finished last night around 6:30. And so a quick turnaround. Meanwhile, Kenyon did not play last night, as they will be well rested for this one here today. And boy, the Quakers will need an excellent defensive effort here again this afternoon against the first place ladies, who will be in their all black here today. The Quakers in their white and maroon. So the Quakers will attack right to left to lead this one off. And again, Earlham, after losing last night 8-1, we'll see how they regroup here this afternoon. And boy, they had a solid start last night, but it didn't last. That first goal, once it went in the net, they just seemed like there was no energy whatsoever. So we'll see how the Quakers will play this one here today. North Coast Athletic Conference field hockey right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Quakers had the possession. Shannon Hart able to get it away, and the ladies will now set it up in their own zone and will bring it now to the near side. Keep an eye again on Weezy Foster, Caitlin Hutchinson, the two juniors, both the leading scorers here today for Kenyon. And boy, one thing, Megan Hutt will have to get off to a good start here today as well. They've got to find a way to get her more active in the offense if they plan on winning today, but as generally is the case, Megan draws the double and triple teams, and so if that's going to be the same scenario today, someone else will have to step up offensively. Here's Caitlin Bruner here to the near sideline, and that goes in between two Earlham players, and a turnover for Earlham here in just their second possession of the afternoon. Christina Bruner here to the near sideline, able to come up with the steal. That one whistled against the ladies, and so Earlham will take over. There is who we were just talking about moments ago, Megan Hutt, with a pretty good look deep. But again, it has to go inside the strike circle and touch an Earlham player before it can be counted as a goal, so that would not have counted. No one there for the Quakers. Maida Turlings was just to her left, but again, unable to get a stick on the ball. So the Quakers have it outside the strike circle, knocked down inside the circle, and that will be whistled dead as Weezy Foster there again for Kenyon. The inside official, or at least the field official down low, you can see him just to the right of the goal, now placing the ball just outside the strike circle for the Quakers. Here's Turlings, who scored the lone goal last night on a penalty corner, unable to control it off the stick. And there's Shannon Hart once again defensively for the ladies. Kenyon so far unable to put together an attack, but again, we're very early. It appears the Quakers being more aggressive offensively and trying to control the early tempo of this one as the ladies now work it to the near sideline. Once again, the ball worked into Earlham territory. The centering ball will be knocked down. The pass attempt by Caitlin Hutchinson. And we will head back the other way. Quakers, this is Megan Hutt once again trying to go up that sideline, get it to Caitlin Bruner where she can go on the attack on that dribble. Ball taken all the way to the end line by Wheezy Foster, and that'll be a turnover there for the ladies. Again, we're at Darrell Beaton Stadium here this afternoon. Quakers can get a win in this one and move their record to 2-3 in the conference. This is how important this one is here today. You lose this one and you still are looking at getting ahead of Wittenberg, Ohio Wesleyan, Denison, DePaul, and Kenyon. A lot of teams ahead of you in the playoff chase. That'll be a tough one for the Quakers to try to overcome, so it really is important that they do well here today and maybe get an upset win. Penalty called there against Kenyon. So the Quakers will take over. That is Sydney Barnes, the freshman out of Dallas. She's played well in her freshman season. Again, whistled against the ladies, and the Quakers will continue their attack. Ladies will put 5 players right up on the ball. In fact, there's 3 in front, and then there's 2 behind. And they do a pretty good job. They're going to really blanket the Quakers defensively, but how about Megan Hutt able to get through the defensive wall here on the dribble, but then coming from behind, that's going to be whistled dead against Kenyon. They got Kelsey Trulick there on the penalty. Here's Turlings, and looking to Bruner, that is going to be Christina Bruner. Quakers get it inside the strike circle, and we may have our first penalty corner of the day, and we will. Earlham able to get it back on the stick once again of Megan Hutt. Now here's what the Quakers generally try to do. And we always will see Sydney Barnes will put it on that hash mark to the left. Now her ability to pass and get it out quickly is the key, as they'll go top once again to Megan Hutt. Nice stick, knocked away in the padding, and the penalty corner for Knott there for the Quakers as the ball comes to the near side. But a good stick that time and a nice solid hit by Megan Hutt. By the way, in goal, Sarah Spearoff today for the ladies. Spearoff again just a 1.58 goals against average and 45 saves coming into this one here this afternoon, and the Quakers once again will get a chance for another penalty corner, so this will be 2 in the first few minutes here this afternoon. Sometimes they will go to Turlings. Turlings is to your left on the top of the strike circle. This time they go to Turlings. Turlings winds up, fires. That one knocked down inside the strike circle, and it may have been knocked down by Sammy Russell, the defenseman there for the ladies, giving good support to Sarah Spearoff in goal. So the ladies will take over and look to counterattack as that ball will sail all the way past midfield and into Earlham territory here to the near sideline, but Earlham unable to control it. That was Sydney Barnes off the pass intended for Christina Bruner. So now the ladies will work it deep. Centering pass. Knocked down inside the strike circle. Ladies will keep possession, and we have a penalty corner now called against the Quakers. So this will be the first now for the ladies on the afternoon. Quakers have 2 penalty corners, and Kenyon will get their first. And again, they'll work it off the hash mark to the left. And this is important now for the Quakers defensively not to allow a goal right here. It is a huge advantage for the offensive team if they can work it right. Top of the strike circle once again. That one caroms away. And, boy, a solid hit out front. That looked like that might have been Wheezy Foster who had that solid hit. She works at the top of the strike circle. We'll have another penalty corner. The flyer will come out, try to change the direction of where the first attempt will go. Foster unable to keep a stick on it. Ladies will get it inside the circle. Not a strong hit that time off the left, and the Quakers survived that. That was Shannon Hart just to the left of the strike circle there for the ladies, and so the Quakers will take over. Still no score, 27-24 to go here in the first half of play. Boy, Earlham gave up a possession right there as that one goes out of bounds on the far side, and that's one mistake that Earlham cannot afford to do because now it's deep in Earlham territory. And so right now the ladies will be playing with a short field as that one crosses the strike circle and goes out of bounds on the near side. So the ladies didn't play that one well after a mistake by the Quakers. So near side once again. This is almost feeling like last night where the Quakers played so well early. First 10 minutes, and then it got away from them, and this will be blown dead against Earlham. And the ladies will have it out front. That one knocked away. Good steal. Quakers defense. That's Turlings getting the steal. And now here is Caitlin Bruner. Bruner, again, one of the top dribblers in the NCAC, and able to take it up that left sideline. And the trailing official will call that one and blow it dead, so the Quakers will get it. Here's Megan Hutt. Megan gets a nice screen, and I think that's what they called right there. They ended up getting Christina Bruner on that screen, and you can't screen in field hockey. So they whistled that one dead against the Quakers. Nice steal by Turlings, and the lead pass intended for Megan Hutt will go out of bounds. And once again, the ladies will regain possession under the 26-minute mark here in the first half. It was a good thought, though. I mean, I tell you what, if you can get away with it and the official doesn't see it, that would have been a nice play by Christina Bruner to try to free things up for Megan Hutt. Quakers get the possession, and again we'll give it up. Turnover Quakers. And the ladies coming back the other way. Weezy Foster had it here to the near side, and Megan Hutt able to get the steal that whistled that one against the ladies. And Earlham takes over. To Pham here to the near side. Pham not one of your better handlers as she gets it down on the end line, and it goes out of bounds. And a better pass that time may have helped out Caitlin Bruner. She was looking to center that ball. If the Quakers had an opportunity, that might have been it right there to get the early 1-0 lead. So now Kenyon back on the counterattack into Earlham territory. Quakers come up and stop it. There's Turlings again. She was our Wesley Bates Wealth Management player of the game last night with a lone goal and made a nice defensive play that time. Ladies working up the far sideline. Quakers stopping the attack, but the foul will be called against Earlham. And now the ladies get it back inside the strike circle. Quakers peel back defensively, and we've got a penalty corner once again here this afternoon for Kenyon. So this will be penalty corner number 3. And this time the ladies have decided to work it on the hash mark to the near side, which is rare. Most of the time they come off the left, not the right. So let's see how the ladies will play this. This will be different for the Quakers defensively. There's your shot, knockdown pad. Saved that time by Vandervaart, and the Quakers take over. Good job by Camille Vandervaart. The freshman goalkeeper did not start last night. Mushanga Handi got the start last night and got roughed up in that first half. The Quakers made a change in the second half, and though Vandervaart gave up a couple of goals, she gets the start here this afternoon. Quakers here to the near side. Worcester has a tough one coming up on Sunday. They have to go to DePaul. So their weekend will continue as Christina Bruner here to the near side. That's Caitlin Bruner, trying to get the dribble down the sideline, taken away. Megan Hutt gets a stick on it, The backside official calls that against the ladies, and so Earlham will take over, and Megan will put it in play. She centers that ball to the middle of the field, and that'll be against Kenyon once again. They whistled it against Caitlin Hutchinson. Quakers inside the strike circle. Here's an opportunity. Tufam is there for Earlham, and it's knocked away. And we have a delayed whistle, a penalty corner here for the Quakers. Coming up on the 22-minute mark. And again, Earlham playing much better now in a longer spurt of time than they did last night, which is good news. And the Quakers will have a penalty corner. They'll continue to play it off the hash mark to the left. And again, Turling's to the left. They'll either go there or they'll go to the top to Megan Hutt and let those two decide. It'll be Megan. Just out top. She'll work it to the right side. Caitlin Bruner on the shot, knocked down. And we'll have another penalty corner. That one went off the arm of one of the defenders underneath. Goalkeeper there for the ladies. Spearoff kind of looking at the official. She wasn't quite sure what that call was. And now Spearoff having an equipment problem. Can she get it fixed right here? And she does. So another penalty corner. Back-to-back penalty corners here for the Quakers. This time's Turlings. Turlings with a shot. That one will carry him off to the left. And the ladies will put it back into play. Of course, they have several players who will use that mask inside on the penalty corner. And they have to get rid of him pretty quick. Here's Turlings off the steal, looking back inside. Tufam with a shot, knocked away. And the ladies come up with it, but we have a penalty corner again. So the Quakers putting together some early penalty corners here. Last time they went to Turlings here on the near side and also went to Megan Hutt. So this time it'll be Megan again. Megan out front. It's got to come back inside the circle. Megan lost it for a moment, regains possession, draws the double team, backhand shot attempted off the miss by Honigman. Honigman off the padding underneath of Spearoff. And it goes back once again to Kenyon. That is the kind of pressure the Quakers offensively will have to continue to produce here today against the ladies as it goes out of bounds on the near side. And I'm pretty sure they have a 23 that is not listed on the roster. Yeah, there's a 23 that we have no idea who she is. They're not listed on the roster that was sent to me or the game day roster today. Quakers penalized there. Centering pass, Turling's there to get a stick on it. Ball back outside the circle and off to the right side. Not a strong hit there by Blake Peck, who is now checked in for the ladies. And it looks like they have called a penalty corner once again. A lot of penalty corners here in the first half, and we're under the 20-minute mark. Ladies will work that off the left hash mark. Turling's just outside. Let's see if Turlings will try to change it. Will she be the one that'll come up? Top, in fact, boy, that one missed badly, and the ladies missed an opportunity right there. It looked like Wheezy Foster unable to get the stick on it, and that'll go back over to the Quakers. Whistle dead. That was Sam Grunder, the sophomore out of Rome, New York. Quakers unable to keep the possession here once again. Is Kenyon back on the attack? Here's Foster right side, centering ball, and a nice one it is, but then it caroms off to the left. It went off the stick of Hannah Sklar. And the Quakers able to stop that attack once again. So Earlham back on the offensive. Let's see if they can get another one going right here. Coming up on the 18-minute mark here in the first half of play. Quakers unable to clear it out of their zone. And once again stolen away by the ladies to the far sideline. That's Sammy Russell looking behind. Quakers able to, well, nearly get the steal, but then it's whistled against Tufam. And here the ladies back once again. Megan Hunt with a steal for the Quakers, out on the dribble, right up the middle of the field, looking for an opening. As she looks to her right, Tufam is there. Fam now on the dribble. And that one defended well as it goes out of bounds. Shannon Hart there to knock it out of bounds now for the ladies. 17:37 to go. And the Quakers will inbound on the side. Tufam is there for the Quakers. That's against the ladies. And now Earlham with Megan Hutt, the double team once again inside the circle and take it away. It was Isabella Grasso there for the Quakers, able to get it inside once again, that strike circle for just a moment. And now the ladies come up with a steal and go on the counterattack the other way. No score here first half. 17 minutes remaining, and the Quakers hanging with the first place Kenyon ladies here in North Coast Athletic Conference action. That's whistled against the ladies. Here's Megan Hutt once again. Defensively, Shannon Hart trying to stay with her, but Megan able to get by her. Megan to the right side, now inside the strike circle. Centering ball, Tufam is there and scores. And the Quakers get the early lead. Tufam there for Earlham, and a nice pass by Megan Hutt. We'll get the official word on that, but Earlham takes the early lead. And I believe for Tufam that might be her first goal of the year. Wow, that was a nice play, nice pass. One of the nicer centering balls you're going to see. So now Earlham with the early lead in this one, and we talked about it. That's something they would have to do here this afternoon. That'll go against Earlham. The ladies will take over in Earlham territory. Ball here to the near side. Battle will be won by the Quakers. That's whistled against the ladies. Going to bring it back a little bit. The Quakers tried to cheat right there. Natalie Blatz wanted about a 10-yard head start, but they'll bring her back and make her pull it back to about the 33-yard line instead of the 43. And that pass intended for Grace McCool, that will go out of bounds, and Earlham giving up a possession. The Quakers able to come back right here to the near side. McCool once again. And the ladies back on the attack, and they have numbers right now. Ball inside the strike circle. Quakers got to get back quickly. Backhand shot knocked away by Vandevard. And another backhand shot lifted high over the goal and will eventually go out of bounds. So Tufam again officially now gets the goal. And the Quakers take over. Ladies will take over here on the near side. Quakers again on top, 1-0 here in the first half. Kenyon made a little bit of rust. They did not play yesterday. Quakers did play. And the official on the backside calling that one against the Quakers. So we have another penalty corner. Ladies will take it, left hash mark. Try to give you some numbers here in a couple of moments on how things are looking statistically. Back inside the circle, lifted high. Vandevart knocks it down. That one saved up high. And we will have another penalty corner. Well, we have a ton of these here in the first half. So once again, the ladies off the attack on the left hash mark. Here's a shot. That will bounce high. That was off the stick that time as Sklar. And will go out of play, and they say it will stay with the ladies, though they will not have a penalty corner this possession. They'll put it in play outside the strike circle. near side once again. Ladies looking to get their first goal of the afternoon. That centering ball hits the back foot that time of Petrakis and goes a little bit wide. I thought that was last hit by her, but the official says it goes back once again to the ladies. And Kenyon will set it up out front. Quakers looking to double team at the top. Ball inside the strike circle. And what do we have here? Another stoppage of play, and it'll go back over to Kenyon. Well, the Quakers got a stick on that one out front off of Trulick. Trulick trying to hit that one from just inside the top of the strike circle. Will go back over to the Quakers. And we're coming up on the 12-minute mark here in this first half. And, boy, you got to keep a possession like that, as Earlham gave up the ball way too easy. And it is bring your dog to the stadium day, apparently. Kenyon once again on the attack near side. Caitlin Bruner there defensively and coming up to assist as that ball will go out of play. Natalie Blatz there for the Quakers. Good job by Blatz defensively, so we'll see the Quakers go back the other way. That one topped off the stick, and Turlings knew it, and Turlings not happy with herself. She did not get a clean hit. Anytime you see that ball jump right off the stick in the air, generally means it was topped. Ball gets inside the circle, goes out of play, and will stay here. Well, Tufam right now, the lone goal here this afternoon. And here is Kenyon out front. Ladies working near side. That one off the stick of Megan Hutt, unable to get a clean handle on it. Whistle will stop play again. Ladies now starting to amp up their pressure a little bit, but that'll be whistle dead. And that's up off the stick of Shannon Hart, as now the Quakers back on the counterattack. Caitlin Bruner there for the Quakers. Centering pass knocked away, stolen here for the ladies. They'll get it across midfield, and from behind, that's whistled. I believe that's Grace McCool there getting the penalty. Here come the ladies inside the circle, and Vandevart able to kick it away with a pad and give the defense a little breathing room right here. Hopefully somebody was there to back up. See, there's nobody on the backside right there, but they had to cover the middle as well. Quakers have given up several goals this year on that backside lack of help, as now we'll see McCool come out, and the Quakers bringing back in Christina Bruner. Bruner, a senior on this Quaker field hockey team, and adding more experience to the lineup right now as the Quakers lead it 1-0 here in the first half. And they have held this Kenyon team in check so far, though there's been a couple of close calls. It certainly hasn't been a barrage like we saw last night with Denison. So now the ladies in possession, momentarily knocked out of bounds on the far side. And the Quakers will keep it, last touched by Kenyon. Coming up on the 9-minute mark here in the first half of play. Quakers lead it 1-0. That'll be back over to Earlham. Megan Hutt will take possession immediately and start on the dribble, and then it's taken away by Shannon Hart. Hart on the steal, back to the counterattack, will come to midfield. Ladies had numbers for a moment, but a nice steal, and coming up with it, Natalie Blatz there for the Quakers. Here's Blatz on the dribble here to the near side. Double team, stolen away. Ball lifted down the sideline and will come out of bounds on the near side. It will stay Kenyon ball. By the way, soccer action going on today as well. The women's soccer team will take on Grace Bible. And then that's a 1 o'clock start time. The men will take on Otterbein. That's around 3:30 this afternoon. Both those contests also here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. By the way, I was named the best field hockey play-by-play announcer in Richmond yesterday. Quite an honor. Here's Turlings to the near side. Turlings lifting that one high, goes over to Pham. And back over again to the ladies. Down the line on a hard hit. I'm not sure who was supposed to get to that one. That one blasted down the sideline by Paterkis. All to the near side. That's against the ladies. Here's Megan Hutt on the dribble, looking back to the inside. Megan getting a look. Nice stick handling there inside the strike circle. There's your double team again in a penalty corner. Now for the Quakers. It doesn't matter. Anytime that Megan, wherever she is, there's always a double team waiting for her. And it happened again right there. Another penalty corner. Live stats I don't see that are updated right at the moment. Hopefully we'll have something for you at halftime. This time now the Quakers go to the hash mark to the right. They've gone hash mark left the entire time, so they're going to change it up as well. And Turlings will now put it in play for the Quakers. And that one went right by the stick of Caitlin Bruner. And apparently that was whistled against Kenyon, so they lose a defender. I'm not sure exactly if the defender left the box early. But now the Quakers have another man advantage. Here is Megan taking the shot, knocked down by one of the defenders, and it'll go back over to Kenyon. That was defended well by Trulick. It was Trulick who came out, got a stick on the shot. Coming up on 6 minutes remaining. Megan again with the steal for the Quakers. I know it's supposed to be a non-physical, non-contact type sport, but I'll tell you what, Trulick came in there and gave a little shimmy that time, and the ladies get the steal. Here's a fast break, and Vandervaart comes out, gets the knockaway, and a good job as she takes it away with her padding, and one of the Kenyon players went down. That was Caitlin Hutchinson, the leading scorer there for the ladies, and Vandervaart just comes out and knocks her to the turf. Nice job once again defensively for the Quakers. That is Turlings there for Earlham. Turlings lifting that one too high apparently, as it was called against the Quakers. Well, we give nothing up right here before halftime, have some momentum going in to the second half. Kenyon here on the attack, and that's against Earlham, and they're going to go a penalty corner right here. That was rather odd. It went that late. And a look of disgust on the face of Megan Hutt. So the penalty corner will be worked on the hash mark to the left. Boy, much cooler today than it was yesterday, and I think the Quakers may be feeling at least much better, as this one just outside the top of the circle, back to the left, knocked away and goes in. Well, off a penalty corner. Let's wait a second here. They've stopped it. And let's see if that's going to count. And it is. Well, nope, they waved it off. They say no goal. So a break for the Quakers as they take a potential goal away. So good news for Earlham here in the first half, as off that penalty corner they wave it off. So the Quakers continue to lead it 1-0. Turlings tried to pass ahead to Christina Bruner. And boy, that one whipped here to the near side, and Anytime you whiff like that, that's Abby Roswell. She nearly lost her balance. Boy, this is the best half of field hockey I've seen all season long for the Quakers. Ladies here to the near side. Earlham again get into that locker room with a 1-0 lead. Make adjustments for the second 35 minutes. Boy, Turling's winding up, tried to hit that one deep, and that will be against the ladies. Change here once again as the ladies will go to their bench. They bring back in Clint Eastwood, the unknown player. Kenyon back on the counterattack, and it will go out of play here to the near side. As we've gone under the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Turling's really good at that, but she's got to find an open player and hit it right on the stick of a Kenyon defender. Sklar was there. And now Kenyon, kind of a sense of urgency right here before halftime. I'm sure that they feel pretty comfortable with their offense going into the second half, but they love to tie this thing up and kind of take some of the air out of the sails of the Quakers here in the first half. Kenyon able to get it inside the circle. There's Hutchinson, and a whistle will be a little more physical play than the ladies are allowed, and so the penalty against the ladies. Ball goes out of bounds at midfield. We're now under 2 minutes remaining, and Earlham able to come up with another steal. Saren Keskin is in now for the Quakers. Keskin, a senior forward, in for Earlham as that ball will go past the end line, and the official said, hey, why not? Let's do a penalty corner. Little is it known that the officials get paid for it, the amount of penalty corners that they call. This could be the final possession right here for the Quakers as we're coming up on 1 minute. The Quakers working off that hash mark left. Here is Megan Hutt. Christina Bruner inside. We'll get another one. Turling's again. I think this is going to be Turling's one more time. We go back to Sydney Barnes was the passer off of the penalty corner, but now they've gone to Turling's. Maybe look to get it back to Turling's as the Quakers work it right here as Caitlin Bruner. Bruner high off the stick of a player inside. We'll have another penalty corner. I was watching the goalkeeper that time, Spearoff, reaching up with the pad hand to knock that one down. And Earlham will have to hurry right here. Again, you won't finish it off of a penalty corner. So the clock won't be too much of a problem right at the moment. Here again, Megan Hutt back once again to Bruner. She tried to get it back to Megan, but it was stolen away in a give and go by Beyer. And that is going to do it for the first half. So the Quakers had a chance to get another point on the board here before halftime, but the little give and go didn't work, at least the way the Quakers wanted it to. So we have made it to halftime, and the Quakers, surprisingly, shutting out the ladies of Kenyon 1-0. We'll get some numbers for you coming up on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report in just a little bit. Stay right there. This is Earlham Women's Field Hockey right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. new and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you NCAC, and don't touch that light, NCAC field hockey action. Quakers on top of this one, 1-0 here, the first half numbers. Let's start with the ladies. 7 shots. They had 5 shots on goal, again, shot out in the first half. And 10 shots overall. Take that back. 7 shots overall. They ended up with 7 penalty corners in the first half of play. Shannon Hart had 2 shots. Wheezy Foster with 2. Caitlin Hutchinson with 2. By the way, Wheezy also ended up with 2 shots on goal. She's on her way up on the east side. Caitlin Hutchinson, 2 shots on goal as well. Shannon Hart with 1. And Spearoff, again, 6 saves in the first half. For the Quakers, they were led by Megan Hutt, 4 shots, 2 shots on goal. Olivia Honigman went 2 and 2. Maida Turlings 2 and 1. Caitlin Bruner, Christina Bruner, again playing well in the first half. Caitlin went 1 and 1, and Tufam with 1 shot had the goal in the first half. That came off that penalty corner and a nice play. Once again off the assist by Megan Hutt. So Tufam, her first goal of the season, and the Quakers again ended up with 8 penalty corners in the first half, 10 total shots and 5 saves. So Vandevaart playing well as well as the Quakers can expect against a good Kenyon team. First place Kenyon here in the North Coast Athletic Conference. That is the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report. We'll come back. By the way, the light is turned off on my computer. I will not freak out about it for the rest of the game. We'll come back as we continue second half action here from Darrell Bean Stadium, right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hey Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for like the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Earlhamites, you don't need to be on the heart to feel close to it. Your Earlham Alumni Council is here to help all of our alumni stay connected, to support students, and to ensure that Earlham is strong for years to come.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
We are ready for the second half, and now we have a scoring update as they have taken the goal away from Tufam, and they've given it now to Caitlin Bruner. So after further review, it'll be Bruner getting the goal, and again, not Tufam. So we are ready for the second half as the Quakers trying to pull off the upset here this afternoon, and the second half now underway, leading at 1-0. Again, Kenyon coming in undefeated in the North Coast Athletic Conference. And Earlham trying to move their record now to 2-4 in the conference. If they can pick up a win here this afternoon, as now we will switch sides. Kenyon will attack from right to left. Vandervaart with a shutout so far for the Quakers here today as well. And now we wait and see what adjustments will be made. Tufam going down on the turf, as did Kelsey Trulick. Boy, much different team here today for the Quakers than what we saw last night. Played well again in the first 10 minutes, and after that it was all downhill, but so far that has not been the case here this afternoon. Quakers trying to get it back inside the circle. That'll be whistled dead and come back to the Quakers out front. Turling's inside that strike circle, but then taken away by Shannon Hart, and we'll see the ladies try to come on the counterattack. Here's Sklar to the near side. There's Turlings again. Fans here maybe sensing a huge upset for this field hockey team here this afternoon, and that again will go against the ladies. This is Megan Hutt. Hutt really doing a good job on the dribble here to the near side, looking inside to see if there might be someone available, and that will stay with the Quakers here in the deep corner. And they're going to bring it back out front and set it up to Turlings near the, right at the 25-yard line. Turlings going to Megan Hutt. They'll call that one against the Quakers, and we'll head the other way. Back on the counterattack. Here come the ladies. Quakers need to get a stop right there. They do. Backside defensively, Natalie Blatz again for Earlham. Ball will stay with the Quakers as they will put it in play to the far sideline. Blatz again there for the Quakers, looking down the sideline. I think she was intending that to go to Megan Hutt. Both the Bruners were there, Christina and Caitlin. By the way, again, Caitlin Bruner's been credited with the goal for the Quakers here today, not Tufam. Quakers will give it up as once again the ladies regain the possession, and they'll look to go on the counterattack. Boy, there's Tufam defensively for the Quakers, and again Kenyon whistled for the violation. Quakers will go back on offense. That'll be Caitlin Bruner unable to keep it in play down that far sideline, and the ladies will get it back. Paige Beyer there, the junior out of Bedford, New York. And again, the Quakers really not allowing Kenyon to get in their offensive attack. Here's Megan Hutt. Foul called there by Trulick. Boy, the more that time begins to run off here in the second half, and it seems like an eternity, I'm sure, for the Quakers. When you have a 1-0 lead, how big would it be to get that insurance goal at some point and try to make it 2-0? Christina Bruner there for the Quakers defensively. Laura Khalifa there for the Quakers as well. That one's sailing high, and it'll go back over to Earlham. So we're kind of playing between the 10-yard line and midfield on this side, as Kenyon unable to mount any sort of attack so far against that Quaker defense. Caitlin Bruner there battling against the double team, and Christina Bruner there as well for the Quakers. Khalifa unable to keep that on her stick and had some backside help once again thanks to Natalie Blatz. There you see Blatz coming to the near side pass, going a little bit wide. Boy, that's a big possession when you think about Barnes was there wide open. Got to have a better pass from Blatz. Barnes able to get the steal. Barnes trying to clear it here on the near side. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the ladies. Barnes will reset it. And there you see Barnes trying to work it here to the near sideline. Sklar there defensively for the ladies. Quakers need to get a couple of defenders back inside that strike circle. Now they have the numbers they need. But the ladies, a nice centering pass, knocked away Vandevart with the padding, able to get a foot on it thanks to Blatz, who also got a stick on it and kind of stopped the momentum of that shot. Vandevart does a pretty good job of working that pad and getting it out of there as quickly as she possibly can, as now the ladies will be forced to bring it back a little bit further out. They had about a 15-yard advantage right there, but they'll bring it back out and make them reset it again. Quakers got a little anxious as Isabella Grasso there for the Quakers defensively, and I don't blame her at all, trying to make sure that Kenyon can't get into any rhythm at all here on offense. Just outside the top of the strike circle. Kenyon trying to tie this up. Quakers come back. Megan Hutt with the steal. Good job by Megan. She's going to try to clear and knock down. That was Sammy Russell, able to keep that knocked down, but then it goes out of bounds on the end line, so the Quakers will get it back. That was the first real serious look for Kenyon here in the second half. Now the Quakers dump behind. This is always something that you wonder, should you do, is dump behind and try to work it, especially that deep in your own territory, and the Quakers mishandle it here to the near side, and that'll be whistled against Earlham. So now Kenyon trying to go on the counterattack. They'll go deep in the corner. Boy, not a good hit that time, but Kenyon able to hold on to it inside the circle. That was Shannon Hart. Centering ball, get it out of there. There is Christina Bruner there for the Quakers on the backside defensively, and they'll whistle that against Kenyon. A little bit too close. Ball came across and right in front of Vandevart. And Christina Bruner there for the Quakers, able to get a stick on it and pull it out of there. You don't want anything sloppy to happen at this stage. See, there's another bad pass that time as Khalifa unable to get it out of there. You got to be strong on the stick inside the strike circle, and there's your first goal. Well, you knew it was going to happen if you didn't clear it out of there sooner or later, and it did right there. So Kenyon ties this one at one apiece, and if Khalifa clears it, you probably don't give Kenyon a chance to set up right there, but you got to get it out of there. And the Quakers unable to do so, so now the ladies tie this one up here into the second half at one apiece. And now you give Kenyon a little bit of momentum right here, as that'll be whistled against the Quakers. Well, now how do you respond after giving up the tying goal in a play that really should not have happened? If you get it out of there in time, you're probably in good shape if you could have gotten it down that sideline, but it was a bad pass, and now the ladies trying to go back on the attack. Here's Tufan. And now Caitlin Bruner to the sideline. Bruner again, a very good dribbler. To the side, it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the ladies. And once again, Earlham able to put it in play to the far side. That was Natalie Blatz. It'll stay with the Quakers. Just over 26 minutes remaining in this one. Boy, and Earlham had the one possession right before the goal, and boy, if you could have just found a way to get one right there. You needed that insurance goal to give you a 2-goal lead, and not saying you would relax, but at least that goal that Kenyon just got would certainly not have hurt as much, as they will get Megan Hutt pushing a little bit from behind, or did they call that on Kenyon? They called it on Kenyon instead. That was Trulick once again, who has been on top of Megan Hutt all day long, making sure she doesn't have any clean looks. Here's Turlings. Turlings looking inside, knocked down. That is Shannon Hart there for the ladies, and now Kenyon looking to go on the counterattack. Nice passing, back and forth, a little give and go, and it goes out of the reach, just off the stick of Shannon Hart. And otherwise, nice play up that right sideline. They went give and go several times. Oh, no, wait a minute, they're going to say it was last touched by the Quakers, so Earlham, though, does come up with a steal. That's Christina Bruner there for the Quakers, and Kenyon this time clearly knocks that one out of play. Tied at 1 again here in the second half as we're under the 25-minute mark. Now the question is, who will break first in the rest of this one? Kenyon trying to stay on top in the NCAC. They're undefeated in conference play. There's another centering ball just outside the goal on the attempt by Lynn Cullen. And boy, that was close again for the ladies. Boy, Cullen was right there, got a nice stick on it, and almost deflected that one into the goal. Turling's able to look ahead. A nice strike on that one, and that will go against the Quakers. Or will it? Nope, this will stay with the Quakers. I'm going to back them up a little bit. That's Turlings who will put it in play, and head coach for Kenyon, Jackie DeMarco, asking the official about that call. So here's Turlings once again, winding up, looking to midfield, and that'll go against Earlham. So here is Kenyon back on the counters. That ball will be stricken wide to the right. And now Kenyon will force the Quaker defense to shift. And Earlham, Caitlin and Christina Bruner both there defensively for the Quakers, and Kenyon will give it up. So nice defense by Christine and Caitlin. Though both more of, I should say, forwards and midfielders back there defensively for the Quakers. Earlham again will put it in play. That'll be Natalie Blatz once again. Blatz topped that one, didn't get a clean hit on it. Saw the rubber pellets come up from the turf, and so she got more turf than she did ball, and that's what cost the Quakers last time when Khalifa was unable to get that ball cleared out of there. She didn't top it that time, just didn't get a clean hit, and now we will have a penalty corner here for Kenyon, and this is not good news, especially the way that the momentum has now shifted over to the ladies. We will see Saren Keskin come in the next opportunity. Penalty corner here for the ladies, and knocked down. Vandevart did it twice, but we'll go back and do it again. Boy, got up front that time to Weezy Foster. Foster's had a couple of difficult opportunities on these penalty corners of getting a clean hit from the top. She had that ball hit her stick and bounce away, and it really threw her timing off. Sam Grunder here from the near side on the penalty. There's a shot, and that one will carry him off to the left. That's off the shot of Shannon Hart. So the Quakers survived the penalty corner. Now Earlham will go back on the attack right here. Let's see if they can get a good offensive possession put together. They will not, as it is taken away. And once again, Khalifa having a really tough time getting it out of there. Megan Hutt trying to bring the ball up the field herself. That'll be whistled dead and go against Kenyon. Ball going to bounds here to the near side. You see right there Megan taking a look at what might be available and tries to go down the sideline again. That caught her teammate right on the leg. That is Isabella Grasso. And again, there's not a whole lot of protection. You have some around the shin area, but everywhere else is pretty much exposed, and Grasso took the blunt of that shot. Patericus there for the ladies, and the Quakers get the steal. Going to counterattack. Here's Megan. Hutt gets bumped there by Shannon Hart. Quakers will keep it, and again, Megan on the dribble between two defenders. Boy, nice move back to the inside, into the strike circle, and with a penalty corner. So the Quakers now a chance right here. They scored off a penalty corner last night. That was their only goal. Right as time expired in the first half, they made it 5-1, though they eventually lost it 8-1. But they have had success this season scoring off of their penalty corners. Turlings once again. Here's Hutt. Looking right. Christina Bruner topped it into the turf. Can't get a backhand on it, and Kenyon able to stop the penalty corner and head the other way. Boy, you saw the black pellets come out again. And that generally means you either got way too much turf, or if that ball comes flying high right off the stick, you ended up topping it and really get nothing on it. As now the Quakers take over. Turlings looking down the sideline. It was intended for Megan Hutt and will stay in play, and that's where Kenyon will take over. Tied at 1 here in the second half. Quakers trying to pull off an upset here this afternoon. Good look at Natalie Blatz trying to clear it out of there for Earlham, and now the numbers favoring Kenyon right here. And the pass going a little bit long, and that'll be a penalty corner. Khalifa back there for the Quakers. And once again, a penalty corner here for Kenyon. Eighteen and a half minutes remaining here in the second half. Big penalty corner right here for the ladies, and also for the Quakers looking for a stop. Off the left hash mark again. Out top. Once it comes inside, you can try it again, but there's a steal, and Turlings the steal for the Quakers. A big defensive stop off a penalty corner for Earlham, but Kenyon able to get the possession back. And here to the near side, Khalifa again unable to handle it off the stick, and that means Kenyon will keep it in their possession. Ball inside the strike circle, taken away by Megan. Looking ahead off the lead pass intended there for Grasso, and it goes back over once again to the ladies. Inside the circle, just to the left. Attempted centering ball, knocked down, and right in front of Vandebart, and able to knock it away with the pad is Caitlin Hutchinson right on top of the goalkeeper. And once again, Kenyon will put it in play. Let's see where they officially put it down. In fact, they're going to bring it all the way back out front. So that's where Kenyon will take over. Again, just above the strike circle. A reverse from the top. And Earlham able to come up with a steal there on the backside. Once again, Natalie Blatz. And Blatz doing her job on defense, so the Quakers go back offensively. We mentioned in the pregame earlier that for Kenyon here today, and it's probably been a long time. I don't remember the last time that the Quakers have beaten Kenyon, but they're 4-0 in the North Coast Athletic Conference. A half-game lead over DePauw going into today's action, as the Quakers will have a penalty corner, and once again, there for the Quakers, Megan Hutt. Sydney Barnes now will go back to the penalty corner, and she will put it in play from that hash mark to the left. So Turlings will be out in front, and that's Turlings who receives it. Back in. The shot going just inside. Did it go in? No. And the goalkeeper jumping on top of it, and that was as close as you could get. I think the defender on the backside who stopped that one was Sarah Baumann. And Baumann almost pulled that thing right out of the goal and stopped it from going in. Otherwise, the Quakers have a 2-1 lead. And it would have been for the second straight day that Earlham would have scored off of a penalty corner, and it was Turlings had a pretty good look at it. Kenyon back on the counterattack to midfield. There's a penalty called on the ladies, so Earlham back once again as Turlings looking to Megan Hutt, turns it over. Here come the ladies once again. They'll work it to the far sideline. Lynn Cullen staying in now for the ladies, just outside the strike circle to the right. Now they get it inside. Quakers try to clear it out. Ball stays in, and Turling's able to knock it away. But Kenyon will keep possession, trying to take a 2-1 lead. And that pass going behind, that was Paterkas there for the ladies. It was behind her, so the Quakers will get it back here on the near side. As you see the clock again, we're coming up on 14 minutes remaining in regulation. Quakers won a shootout here recently against Oberlin, so they've been in that situation. And it's the Quakers' lone win so far in the NCAC. Backside official blowing that one dead. This will go back over to the ladies as they will now stop play right there, and they whistle against Kenyon, so the Quakers will take it back. If Earlham can get themselves in a position to maybe get another penalty corner here. That's where they have certainly had the most success. And it gives them a huge advantage as that one unable to get out of there at midfield. Shannon Hart coming up with a steal now for the ladies. And once again, back inside the circle as Vandevart with the right leg getting it out of there. Kenyon will keep it. They continue to put the pressure on the Quakers. Right side, centering ball will go out of play. Kenyon will place it outside the strike circle, and a change here for Kenyon. Blake Peck will come in, a freshman out of Mason, Ohio. Will enter the lineup now for Kenyon. By the way, Weezy Foster is out of the lineup as well for Kenyon. So one of their top players on the bench now for Kenyon. Strike circle again for the ladies. Quakers able to get it out. Momentarily had the possession, retaken by Kenyon. Once again, ladies inside the strike circle, knocked away as the Quakers have Natalie Blatch back there once again defensively. And the Quakers again able to regain the possession. Coming up on the 12-minute mark in this one, and Earlham surprising a lot of people here this afternoon, and I'm sure in the North Coast Athletic Conference it may be watching the scoreboard here today. Tied at 1 against the first place ladies. And especially after the way the Quakers played last night, they were drilled 8-1 by Denison, but they've hung right with Kenyon here today. Here's Caitlin Bruner off the dribble, and that will go against Kenyon. That is Megan Hutt. Just to the left of the strike circle. Turlings, good stick work. Puts a hard hit on this one. Rolls through the strike circle and here to the near side, but I think the Quakers will keep it. Kenyon will make another change as that is Peck coming out and Abby Roswell coming back in. Quakers top of the circle. Here's Turlings trying to find an opening here to the right. That is where Megan Hutt is. That's where Turlings would like to go. Oh boy, good defense here by the ladies, and Turlings now with the backhand inside the circle. Stays in play, but a penalty corner here for the Quakers. So here's an opportunity right now for Earlham. These opportunities may come less and less as the regulation time continues to tick away, so you got to take advantage. For the Quakers, that'll be Blatz who will put it in play. I take that back. That was actually Barnes who puts it in play. There is Megan. Not a clean shot in front of the goal. Did it go across? I think it did. And Earlham off another penalty. Corner will take a 2-1 lead. And Kenyon is going to get a timeout. Just under 10 minutes remaining, and the Quakers have taken a 2-1 lead over first place Kenyon. Stay right there. This is Earlham Field Hockey right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power and Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power and Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
By the way, Isabella Grosso credited with the goal for the Quakers that have now given them a 2-1 lead here in the second half, and this would be by far the biggest upset and biggest win, I would venture to say, in field hockey history for the Quakers, but they still have 9:54 to go and counting. Now it's down to possession. Can you hold possession? Can you get it out of your zone and give up nothing like they did earlier when Kenyon scored their first goal of the afternoon? That means your defensemen have got to find a way to clear it and give yourself a chance to reset, if anything. Megan will dump that one down to Caitlin Bruner. Caitlin in the strike circle, another chance. Ball's loose. Can they get another one? And no, is Kenyon able to stop it? Boy, Quakers had the goalkeeper Spearov way out of position. There's Khalifa with a nice steal at midfield. 9 minutes remaining, and right now, if you're a Quaker fan, that 9 minutes seems like forever. Christina Bruner on the steal, looking ahead, and was intending that one to go to Caitlin Bruner, but nothing there as Caitlin was downfield an extra 10 yards, but the Quakers may have caught a break right there as the ball knocked out of bounds by Kenyon. You see all the Kenyon players now, they're all around that ball as they want to keep a close watch, get the possession back, and start on a counterattack. Right now, you would think that maybe Camille Vandervaart might be the player of the game in this one, holding a shutout here against Kenyon. Ladies coming into this one, as we mentioned here this afternoon, averaging almost 2.5 goals per game, but Vandervaart's been pretty good in goal today for the Quakers. Christina, that's going to be Caitlin Bruner. Bruner to the end line, centering ball, and right in front of the net. And boy, I tell you what, had a look again as that was, I'm not sure if that was Barnes. It was in front of the net or that was Natalie Blatz, but they had Blatz or Barnes there. Now, as I see it, it's going to be Sydney Barnes, who is right in front of the goal. And the Quaker crowd here today, they want one more just to give them a little breathing room. But now the ladies back on the counterattack, and they have numbers until the Quakers hurry back. And unable to stop that one was Khalifa. Ball just outside the strike circle. Quakers got to get back right here, going to the turf, and just in front of Vandervaart, and that'll be a penalty corner. Kenyon wanted a call. That was Caitlin Hutchinson, who ended up going to the turf. The one thing that bothered me the most about that is an Earlham player was turning around to look to help her up instead of getting back on defense. I'd worry about getting her up later. So now penalty corner, under 7 minutes remaining. Off the left hash mark. Quakers need a stop. That one hit hard. Ouch. That one off the leg of Honigman. Still alive here for the ladies. Centering ball. Vandervaart knocks it away. Ball still loose in there. It's a 50-50 chance. And that'll go against Kenyon. So the Quakers survive the penalty corner. Boy, that's a little too close. That ball hangs around like that. And if Vandervaart can't locate it, that thing can be a easy goal there for the ladies, but Earlham able to survive it once again. And here's Turlings looking up the sideline off the backhand, goes out of play. Last touched by Kenyon. 6 minutes and change now here in the second half. Earlham again would pull off their biggest upset, win their second contest, and give Kenyon their first loss in the conference. Here's Megan Hutt. Hutt off the dribble, down the left sideline. And for the Quakers, I would think don't hurry too much right here. Your possession, if you can waste a lot of time. Here is Caitlin Bruner. Bruner with the shot knocked down, and the spear off right padding on that one to knock it away. But I believe this will be a penalty corner, and it is. And what's valuable about this penalty corner is a lot of time can come off the clock. You see the time remaining. 2-1 Quakers. And a penalty corner. And Earlham has been effective off the penalty corner this season. This is Sydney Barnes. Barnes will look to Turlings. Back inside to Hutt. Hutt with a shot knocked off the leg. Back to Turlings. Knocked down again. Right in front of the net one more time. Squirts loose and gets out of there. Backside defensive help. It was Bombett again there for the ladies to knock it away. Otherwise, the Quakers had a chance to get their third goal of the day. Boy, Earlham much better off the penalty corner than they had been for years. Again, Earlham with possession. Here's Megan down the right sideline, and it goes out of play. Fans are beginning to sense an upset here today as well. So now Kenyon trying to go on the counterattack. Good defense for the Quakers. It just shy of midfield by Isabella Grasso. Scored the go-ahead goal. Turlings again. Quakers again hustling back on defense. That'll go against Kenyon, so they give up an important possession. And now you start to feel that Kenyon is in that sense of urgency stage. They know they trail it here, and this would be a huge loss before they travel to DePaul for their next contest. Quakers don't want to give up anything right here. Is that going to be a foul? And it should be from behind as Khalifa goes hard to the turf. And a little slow to get up as they will stop the clock here with about 3.5 minutes remaining, and I think we may have a timeout, and it looks like we will on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 2-1. This is Earlham Field Hockey right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time, which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Well, Mitch Blankenspore is looking up the last time that the Quakers have beaten Kenyon, probably since before 2000 and the 2004 season. But I'm wondering when the last time they beat a Kenyon team that was in first place. So now 3.5 minutes remaining. Kenyon in possession. And here we go. Can the Quakers hold on here in the last 3.5 minutes? Ball inside the strike circle, knocked away. Boy, that one just caroms off to the right. You had Sam Grunder there, and Grunder was just waiting to get a deflection that time for the ladies. Now, what do the Quakers do? 3 minutes remaining. Can they get the ball? They need to get the ball down into Kenyon territory. That would be a big help when it comes to wasting some time off the clock, and that will go back to Kenyon. Boy, well, really wanted to see them reverse it and bring it back to this side, as that will go out of play. There's a break for the Quakers as Kenyon unable to handle that possession. Well, you see all the defensive players right there as that one lifted high, and there again, not a good possession as Turling's trying to lift that one over the defender. So now Kenyon coming back with it. And two Kenyon players run into each other and they go down. So the Quakers try to come back, stolen away by the ladies. Centering ball is going to be stolen away by Megan Hutt, retaken by the ladies, and that will be a turnover for Kenyon. October 5th, 2003, it was a 2-1 win. Wow, how ironic, huh? So the last win, thanks to Mitch Blankenspore, the sports information director, last win over Kenyon, October 5th, 2003, it was a 2-1 win. Guess what today's score is? 2-1. Minute 48 remaining. Quakers trying to regain the possession. Kenyon in again a desperation mode now. They feel the sense of urgency, and that'll go against the Quakers. Boy, Earlham just needs to get it down to the other end one time, and I'm not sure Kenyon would have enough time on the clock. Kenyon looking back to the inside. Can Earlham's defense hold? And that again against the Quakers. Kenyon hurrying back on offense inside the strike circle, taken away. That's Christina Bruner there for the Quakers. And Christina, nice job defensively as the ball goes out of play on the end line. And it does go back over to the Quakers right here. Earlham with a minute remaining. Set to pull off an upset here this afternoon. The fans can sense it. The players can sense it. Earlham needs a possession into Kenyon territory. And it goes out of play, and unfortunately they can't do it. But still, just 39 seconds to go. Kenyon up the right sideline. No penalty corners right here if you can avoid it. Kenyon having to hurry inside the 10, just outside the strike circle. Ball will carry him down near the end line and back to the Quakers. 22 seconds to go. Boy, one big hit right here, and you don't even have to hurry right here. You've got 13 seconds. And Earlham about to pull off the upset. Kenyon trying to get it back to the inside. There is Caitlin or Christina Bruner there. 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go, and it's over. And Earlham has pulled off an upset here this afternoon, and they knock off Kenyon by a final of 2-1. Boy, how about this win here today after losing last night? They come in and they beat the top team in the NCAC by a final of 2-1. We'll come back and wrap things up from a victorious Earlham Quaker field hockey team, a 2-1 win here this afternoon. This is Earlham Field Hockey right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Alums, want to connect with the college and your fellow Earlham alumni? Attend an alumni event. Our office is always organizing events locally and around the country and on campus during homecoming and reunion weekend. For information on upcoming events, visit earlham.edu/alumni. We hope to see you soon.
The Sports Game Changer is now in Richmond. This is Troy Darengowski. If you want sports coverage you can count on, look to RadioTroy.com. We'll have everything from the Red Devils to the Pacers and Colts, and don't forget IU and Purdue. Also check out our play-by-play coverage of high school and college athletics and the daily sports page. We are the Game Changer. Radio Troy Digital Sports and RadioTroy.com.
Well, big win here today for the Earlham field hockey team as they pull off an upset. And the last time, again, they had beaten Kenyon. You have to go back to October 5th of 2003. The final score of that one was 2-1. This one here today, again, a final of 2-1. The Quakers now 2-3 in the NCAC. They're 5-4 overall. For Kenyon, they're now 4-1. They've got to go to DePaul next, and they're now 5-3 overall. And the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game here today, we're going to give it to Camille Vandevart, who I think played extremely well for the Quakers here this afternoon. And boy, if you don't have good goalkeeping, you're not going to win a contest like this. And she played extremely well here today. So Vandevart named the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game. So the Quakers, their toughest weekend to this point, Denison and Kenyon, will now have a few days to get ready for a road trip to Transylvania, and that'll be a non-conference matchup on September 30th. That's a 5 o'clock start time. Back in conference October 1st at Wittenberg. That'll get underway at 11. And then they take on a very good DuPont team back here at Darrell Bean Stadium October 4th, and that will be a 6 o'clock start time. The Quakers win it here today by a final of 2-1. And again, congratulations to the Quakers on a great win, and head coach Heather Moore, she continues to bring this program along. Thanks for being with us as well. We'll see you next time right here on Earlham Field Hockey, Radio Troy Digital Sports.